Every woman or man that dressed disorderly, it's an abomination to the Lord thy God. A man dressed like a woman dressed like a man. That's disorderly. That's provoking the Lord's wrath. We're giving our people warning. Sister, come out of the pants. Do not this abominable thing. Right. The abomination is what? A woman in a pants. A man in a dress. So sis, I got a question. One question for you. How do you feel about pedophiles? How do you feel about pedophiles?
I hate them.
You hate them, right? So, when you want to protect your children to keep them from dealing with a pedophile, do you know pedophiles pick their children out based off how they look? And usually it's the little kid that's dressed inappropriate, showing something that attracts a pedophile. You understand that? That's why God ordained a dress code. It's for your protection. For example, even with you, how you feel about rapists? The same thing, right? The same thing. You know how to protect yourself from a rapist? How?
I mean, I guess.
I'm saying, how do you think you protect yourself from a rapist before it even gets to the physical part?
By not dressing with your like not dressing like the whore, basically dressing like a modest woman, because like you were saying, like with kids, they look at what you wear, right? Mm-hmm. So wouldn't it be the same thing with an older woman too?
That's correct. A woman, the way you protect yourself from a rapist, a sex offender, a pedophile, is dressing how the Lord ordains you to dress. Right. When you go contrary to that, that's when you start getting the judgments, the punishments, which is rape, murder, anything that goes against God's commandments. That's why you get jacked up for it. Right. So when our woman dress, for example, go back to Deuteronomy 22:5. Come back. Go back to Deuteronomy 22:5 real quick. Real quick. I'm gonna show you something. Read.
Deuteronomy chapter 22 and verse 5. The woman shall not wear that which pertaineth unto a man, neither shall a man put on a woman's garment, for all that do so are an abomination.
You hear that? It says, for all that dress out of order is what?
Abomination unto the Lord thy God.
What's that? Jeremiah 44? 44 and 4. Let me show you how the Lord feels about abominations. Because the Lord say, every woman or man that dress disorderly, it's an abomination to the Lord thy God. Watch this. Jeremiah 44 verse 4.
Jeremiah chapter 44 and verse 4. Howbeit I sent unto you all my servants.
Start at verse 3.
Verse 3. Because of their wickedness.
Because of their what?
Wickedness which they have committed to provoke me to anger.
So when our people dress disorderly, a man dressed like a woman dressed like a man, that's disorderly. That's provoking the Lord's wrath. Read.
In that they went to burn incense and to serve other gods.
When you dress, when you don't dress according to God, guess what? You're worshiping another God. You know who that God is? It's this guy here. It's this white man. He allowed women to wear pants. He allowed men to wear dresses. This guy that the white man set up to keep us destroyed. Read.
Whom they knew not.
Whom they knew not. Why? Because our forefathers didn't worship this guy. Only here in America, when we got those slave ships, they gave us this image. Y'all understand that? We worship this. Read.
Neither they, ye, nor your fathers.
See that? Our forefathers served the one true God. You understand that? Read.
Howbeit I sent unto you all my servants, the prophets.
Right now, guess who you see? You see the servants of God, the prophets of God right now. We're giving our people warning. Sister, come out of the pants. Read.
Rising early and sending them, saying, oh, do not this abominable thing.
Do not this abominable thing. Right. The abomination is what? A woman in her pants. A man in a dress. All right? Our women with blonde hair. Our brothers breaking the Sabbath day. Our sisters breaking the Sabbath day. Not wearing your fringes. Eating the pork. Eating the swine. Smoking the weed. Having sex outside of your... Having sex and you're not married. You understand that? That's what we are here telling you to do. We're not asking you to give us no money. We're not asking you for nothing other than don't do those things that the Lord hates. Read.
That I hate.
That I what?
That I hate.
See that? The Lord said he hate all abominations, sis. So, if you don't stop committing those abominations, guess what the Lord gonna do? Zephaniah 1 and 8.
Right.
Because we got to make sure our people understand what the day of the Lord sacrifice is. Because we read that lot and just like, oh, it's just the day. Read it again. Watch this.
Zephaniah chapter 1 and verse 8. And it shall come to pass.
This is going to happen. You best believe that this is going to happen. Read.
In the day of the Lord's sacrifice.
Let's see what the day of the Lord's sacrifice is. Hold that. Get Isaiah 34 and verse 6. We got to make it. We got to make sure our people understand this. Because at the end of the day, it's up to the prophets to come out here and warn our people. That's all we are here to do, sis. You understand? Read.
Isaiah chapter 34 and verse 6.
All right, sis, watch this. They told you that this man right here, when he come back, he was going to be what? He's going to redeem us. He's going to love us. He's going to hug us. It's going to be all hugs and kisses, right? That's what they teach with this image here. Sis, you hear me? This image here in Christian church. You was taught that this image here, he was going to come back and redeem us. He was going to love us. We're going to be able to hug him, talk to him, like the little pictures they have, little kids sitting on his lap. Y'all done seen those pictures before. But let's see. Read.
Isaiah chapter 34 and verse 6. The sword of the Lord.
You know what?
The sword of the Lord.
It says this is going into the Lord's sacrifice. It says the sword of the Lord. What does a sword do? It cut you.
Right.
What happened if you get your head cut off with that sword? You're going to die. So that's what that sword is for. A sword is for vengeance, to overtake kingdoms, to destroy nations. That's what a sword is for. Read.
Is filled with blood.
See that? That sword that the Lord coming back with is filled with blood. The blood of the nations, and also, guess who? The blood of the Israelites that didn't keep his commandments. Read.
It is made fat.
It is made what?
Fat with fatness.
It's made fat with fatness. Read.
And with the blood of lambs and goats.
Guess what? It's going to be many sacrifices going on. Guess what? It's going to be those wicked Israelites as well as those nations. So when the Lord come back, he's not coming back with hugs and kisses. He coming back for blood and vengeance, sis. You better believe that. So why not do what the Lord tell you to do? You understand that? I don't want sis, I would like to see you and your babies make it. And how hard is it for you to just, instead of, when the school year come around or whatever, when you change the wardrobe, guess what? Just buy dresses. Your daughters are beautiful. Put them in a dress.
Right.
Let them know how special they are.
Right.
Because when you went to prom, right? Me and you about the same age, about 2011, 2012, you went to school. You graduated high school around that time, right?
I graduated in 2015.
2015, so you were smart. All right, so listen. 2015, you graduated. You doggone, did you wear pants to your prom? No? What did you wear?
Right.
A dress. How did that dress make you feel? You felt beautiful, right? You went outside, let grandma see you. You spun around. You took your pictures. You was in your dress. And the brother you went to prom with, what did he wear? A tux. He felt like a gentleman.
Oh, what?
He felt like a gentleman. But the thing is, he had on pants, you had on a dress.
Right.
When you get married, because I know one day you want to get married. Yes, she is. You going to get married too?
No.
Yeah, you are. You see that, mama? You see that? It starts with you. Right? Every daughter should desire to have a husband one day.
Right.
So it starts with you though. You got to lead by that example. You understand? So for example, you want to get married one day, right? You guess. You see why the baby responded that way? Mama, I'm gonna ask you again. I'm gonna tell you something. Do you want a man to lead you, provide for you, protect you? Yes or no? So you want a husband. Because only real men do that. Right. You understand that? Only real men do that. These brothers you see out here, we do that.
Come on.
We take our wives. We take our children. We provide. We protect. You understand that? And guess what? Our wives submit.
Right.
They order the house. They build the house up. Meaning they, under the obedience of their husband, their Lord, they guide the house. They instruct the children. They teach them dress code. They teach them hygiene. They teach them how to love their husbands.
Right.
Because it starts with you. You understand that? And I know you want to get married. I know you do. Because guess what, sis? We all come from the hood. We all come from the projects. Guess what, sis? We don't want to retire here. I know you don't. You ever been on an airplane? It's just a layover. This is your layover. This is just a place for you temporarily, and then you're going to get out of here.
Right,
That's what it's for. You understand? So sis, you got to realize, you got to lead by example. So I'm going to ask you that question again. Do you desire to be married one day?
That's right.
Yes or no? You see that?
Right.
So, on your wedding day, do you desire to be married? On your wedding day, what you going to wear? No. What are you going to wear? Not color.
Well, I want to wear a dress.
You desire to wear a dress. What about you? You going to wear a long, pretty dress, right, sis? You see that? So that's the thing. That's your natural, that's what you want. That's your natural desire to wear that pretty dress. So therefore, you got to instill that in these babies at a young age. Because I'm going to ask you one question. How do you distinguish a prostitute? How you drive down the road and say, oh yeah, she a prostitute? Tell me that. No, I'm saying, how do you know how she's dressed? How do you know a cop? How you know a firefighter?
Right.
So tell me, how you know the difference from a good woman and a prostitute? Answer that question. Boom. Proverbs 7 and verse 3. Let me show you something. Because that's why it's important that our sisters dress accordingly. Because you could be a good woman. You could be a great woman. But if you dress just like the no good women, no man is never gonna, he gonna always look over you. You do understand that? Watch this. And you're always gonna get a dog. Always gonna get a man that just wanna hit it and quit it. Beat the doonies and never leave until it's time to pay some bills. That's what's gonna happen.
Right.
Read that.
Proverbs 7 and 3.
Proverbs verse 7 and 3. 7 and 10. Come on, you know what I want. Follow me, man. Follow me.
Proverbs chapter 7 and verse 10. And behold, there met him a woman with the attire of an harlot.
With the what?
Attire of an harlot.
Going back to the dress code.
Right.
The attire of a harlot. How does a hoe dress? That's what I'm asking you a question. How do they dress? Half naked.
Right.
So what about the good women today? How they dress? Say it again in the mic.
Wow.
Everybody dressed the same nowadays.
Right.
Everybody dressed the same nowadays. You see that, sis?
What is a nation? Nation is family. Nation is community. Nation is men leading by example. Nation is women's support. Nation is children with role models.